Yo, what's good, you man, Chris? Whoa, the gas. Like, AK Apocalypse, running with the squad. You already know, Out of Bounds Live. We are back off the bye. What's good?
Nah.
6 9
You
in
know,
the
I
world.
remember. I heard you choking off the gas, man. Be careful. Listen, this
I don't know.
ain't.
Go ahead.
I see motherfuckers is hating, man. They smoking on that Mexican brown shit, but we smoking on
Oh,
real gas.
yo, you should have tagged him something, something to pop on. So John Hurst, one of the many choose to hate when it comes to the Out of Bounds Live squad. He mad because he's smoking on some Mexican brown.
Yeah, he ain't smoking on this shit right here, man.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to talk about somebody else's gas pack. You motherfuckers kill me with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or there's a lot of people that smoke and talk shit and get crappy weed. We are not one of the sort. What's good with you? You're freezing out there, bro. What's going on, 6 9? Yo, where'd he go? Come on. Ah, he will be back. Also waiting on our resident big, excuse me, the real KD in the building. You know what I'm saying? But Out of Bounds Live, we are back, y'all. Big week, a lot to cover. Uh, our usual college football between roundup, preview for next week. Same with NFL. Okay, we're going to get some NBA in one capacity or another. You can believe that.
I'm back.
What up? What up? What up? What up? You
What's
doing
up?
the show outside tonight?
Uh, only because I'm smoking the weed.
That's what's up. Nah, we waiting on KD to get here. You know what I'm saying? So I guess before we get started, real quick, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's seen the news, all the major sports outlets running the story. Okay, Coach Bob Knight, one of the all-time great sports college basketball coaches. Okay,
RFP.
yes, 83 years old. This is a man that won, excuse me, 3 national titles. Uh, that
Oh,
1975 76 team was the last undefeated team to actually win the NCAA title. All right. Uh, whether you agree with him or
I
not
need to fix it.
personally, whether you agree with him or not personally, his coaching philosophy and his work ethic, just incredible. You talking about what, like 900 plus wins, like fifth, sixth all time, man, as far as D1 men's coaches. Like I said, three NCAA titles. He also won a title as a player, okay, at Army. And when he coached at Army, uh, one of the guys he coached happened to be this little guard named Mike Krzyzewski. Just to give you an idea of the lineage Coach Knight left behind, as far as Coach K and the job he went on to do as far as Duke for 30 plus years, man. So big loss as far as college basketball world as a whole, man. Out of Bounds Live, man. We sending out flowers, bro. What you got to say? Go get it.
Yeah, man. I really don't know too much about old Bob, man, but I know he led Indiana pretty good, man. And I
Uh,
heard he got a long track record.
bro, man, Bob Knight was definitely the antithesis of doing so much. Throwing chairs across the court. Motherfucker had a bullwhip in practice, man. He
Man, I'm
choked
gonna
the
tell you, let me start off by saying, all my fans, if you love me, if you fuck
yeah.
with me like you say you do, fans, this goes to y'all. Call that 1-800 number and tell them I'm a gambling junkie. I need y'all fucking help. I put in a parlay tonight, man, and
Okay.
I'm upset because I click on it and they done voided out half of my ticket. So RJ Barrett is ruled out tonight, and I had him 4 rebounds and they fucking voided my ticket, man. So
That's crazy.
pray for
That's
me because
crazy.
I shouldn't even be gambling anyway. So
All right, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And needs your thoughts and prayers as he struggles. You know what I'm saying, with his gambling addiction. Wink, wink. You know, trust me, y'all. He wouldn't be bitching about no gambling addiction if he was hitting on all these parlays. You know, he'd be throwing money all in your face.
Exactly.
For real. For real, for real. So I don't know where Katie is. He need to come the fuck home. But we got a lot to get into, bro. So we definitely had to send some flowers to Bob Knight first, man, before we get it going, man. So
I
while we
hope
waiting on,
KD ain't where I think he's at.
he actually is, because I talked to him earlier. So I mean, just he's got the computer access or whatever. So
I'm on. I got one too. I'm
yeah,
here.
yeah. But yeah,
I'm
he
gonna just
posted
talk
up.
to him, man. I still want. I haven't got to talk to him about KD. I hope you tuned in, but I've never heard of a team going into the transfer portal
Mhm.
and then going back to the team they wanted to transfer from. Like I just,
Oh,
I gotta talk to KD about that shit, man. I gotta ask him,
yeah.
what's going on?
Oh man. All right, bro. Let's get into it, man. We're gonna start y'all college football, and of course, no better place to start for this week's review than the gang.
Yes, sir. Go Cards.
Hey, 20th Duke came in feeling kind of hot. All right, whatever. Louisville, coming off 2 weeks, what I'm saying, after they lost to Pittsburgh, definitely trying to get back on the right track, and they do so at home.
Yes,
23-0,
sir.
taking it out, what I'm saying. Plummer, bro, what's going on with Plummer, man? Like, we watched the game. I mean, 11-16, a buck 20. Thank God for Jawhar Jordan, man.
I already say we can't even. It's disrespectful to talk about Plummer first. You know what I mean? We gotta get on Jawhar, man. Jawhar
Okay,
did his thing out there.
exactly, man. And numbers wise, y'all, 21 carries, a buck 65, 2 touchdowns. The backup Garendo, he got some high work done too. He had 8 carries, close to 50 yards. But Jawhar Jordan, okay, definitely setting himself apart. Okay, one of the elite running backs in the country. All right, people are starting to notice. All right, and they have no choice when you're talking about Carr's national coverage. All right, between Notre Dame and this game, man. And we watched the game together, bro. What did you see? What did you love? What did you hate? I need you to go get it.
Okay, I love we didn't turn the ball over.
Facts.
Okay, and that's one thing I wanted to say. I can't bash Plummer because I'm glad he made smarter decisions
Right.
as far as not turning the ball over. I mean, I'm looking right now. I don't see him. It doesn't say he got. Okay, he got sacked twice.
Mm-hmm.
He got sacked twice, but I mean, other than that, I like that we didn't have turnovers. We held onto the ball, and we
Right.
finally pounded the damn run game, man. Like
Right.
Jawar's first game back.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, hell of a bounce back bang, knowing he got nicked up that week going into Pittsburgh before that loss. The real KD, our resident big, throwing bowls and dunking on niggas. What's good, bro?
Man, what's happening? What's up, everybody? This is your boy, the real KD, back in the building. 2 stacks and 4 flat.
Bro, they are mad that Out of Bounds Live is off the bye week. They mad as fuck.
That'll be mad. We gotta come harder.
All right, so look, man. Duke, Cards, the Cards handle that business. 23-0. All right. 6-9. Celebrating the run game and the performance by our man Jawhar Jordan. What you want to add as far as what you got to see from the game? Things you like, things you hate. I need you to go get it.
I really personally think I thought it could have been really in actuality. Louisville left the points on the table.
What?
They
Do tell.
really did. They really did because it was like a couple possessions. They kicked field goals, but they could have sat back and went for it on. It was like I think it was like a couple 4th and 1s he had. You kick field goal.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and one thing on that, man. I mean, in the gambling perspective, we covered the spread tremendously. But like you said, we definitely left some points on the table.
Man.
We had.
Everything,
I think
is
Chris
everything
was
gonna
it
be
the was
about
it the
gambling?
third quarter?
Yeah.
No, no, I'm just putting it in perspective
Because
because
you
they had
a
us only
gambling
winning
junkie.
by what 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah, so
So
technically we covered that 3 times. You know
right,
what I
right,
mean?
right.
Right.
So
Nah, no doubt.
I just wanted to point it out with his point, man. I mean, hey, your motherfucking ass hit one time and you just think that you retired or something. Shut your ass
I,
up, nigga.
I ain't retired. I ain't retired.
Yeah.
Hey, remember a couple weeks back, man, Alvin
Right,
Kamara killed
Oh,
us.
oh yeah,
Alvin
he did.
Kamara killed us. Okay,
right.
that New Orleans Jacksonville Thursday night game.
Oh
Say
yeah,
this nigga had 200 yards of total offense, still can get us a touchdown. He was the last
He
leg
was
of
in
our
the red
parlay.
zone three
Three
times in the
times
second half.
damn,
with
damn.
8,000 yards of offense. Look,
Right.
I got to follow up on what Ed said. And I've noticed this pattern a few times as far as Louisville, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, quick start to the offense, or rolling.
Right.
And those three second half possessions that led to field goals. Okay, both those drives got killed by the offense shooting themselves in the foot. One,
Right.
Plummer took the sack.
Yeah.
Okay. The second one, I believe it was a false start penalty. Somebody
Right.
may go back. Okay. And the third one, I believe, was a failed third down. I think it was a third down drop by either Huggins, Bruce, or Bell. But the point of the
Mhm.
matter is,
I
that
think it was Bell on that one.
right. The point of the matter is, 23-0 is a solid win. Yet you talk about leaving points on the board, like Ant pointed out, and the way Louisville's offense got to a hot start in the first half, tailed off. Drove the field. I think I don't think Jeff Brom deviated too much from the play calling
Right.
from first to second half. It's just offensively, they definitely left some points on the board and didn't finish off the drive. And we got to shout out this defense. We've been talking about the defense all year. Yeah, we got to start naming some names, and I got some names. Okay, I hope I can pronounce this brother's name right. Ashton Jalot. Okay, he rung up 2 sacks. Jared Dawson had a sack. Jermaine Loeb had a sack. Now, keep in mind, these 4 sacks are generated by the front four. These are 3 of the front four guys. And this is something we've been talking about all season, college and NFL. Who's controlling the line of scrimmage? We always know how the Cards handle that business. And I love how they're getting pressure with that front four.
Right.
As for generating pressure and sacks.
Mm-hmm.
No first downs allowed in the second half. That's stout defense. They didn't generate any turnovers. I think, well, that guy Riley Leonard, didn't he throw a pick? But other than that, the Cards didn't really generate no turnovers yet. Bearing down, you talking about 3-and-outs, consecutive 3-and-outs. Duke didn't have a prayer to get going offensively. And like I said before, generating 0 first downs in the second half. All right.
Yeah,
So,
we had 20 first downs to their 9 in the whole
right,
game.
exactly, man. And since we've been shouting out the defense all season, I definitely wanted to make a point to actually get some names out there. These 3 cats, as far as that front four, really getting it done. All right. Look, a lot of more college we got to talk about. All right. Somebody down there in Lawrence, Kansas, down in the upset special. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because and I think we watched a little bit of that game. But Kansas took out Oklahoma 38-33.
I called that upset for real from start, jump street. I
Go
called
get it.
I called that straight up right off the bat because I'm sitting back and I'm looking at Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma wasn't really like coming into that game, really playing well off of that UCF game.
Mm-hmm.
So coming into that game, they probably won that game. So I'm sitting up here like, okay, you got to play Kansas at their crib, and we already know what Kansas should do once they get to start rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Once Kansas started to get rolling, it was over for Oklahoma. They tried to come back a couple times, but we already knew Kansas was probably going to win that game anyway.
Right. And we talk about this kid Brown as a dual quarterback threat. I mean, percentage-wise, passing didn't necessarily light it up. All right, 15-32, 220 yards. He had 2 picks. He did his damage more on the ground with 4 rushes, 80 yards and a touchdown. That back, Devin Neal, this was the first time I've seen Kansas play. That kid really showed me something. You know what I'm saying? He had 25 carries for $110. He tips in with a touchdown. They had a backup back. Let me get this kid's name right. David. I can't pronounce his last name. It's weird. But he picked up 12 carries for another 50 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. So even in a high scoring game, we think about these Big 12 conferences. Kansas obviously was dedicated to attacking Oklahoma with the ground game. I didn't get to see the Central Florida game the week before as
Right.
far as Oklahoma, KD. I can't do nothing but trust your point and your gut. Since you watched that game and you said Oklahoma was looking a little shaky, and we all know, okay, how conference games can be, particularly on the road, and you got the bigger team in your house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
6-9. Kansas, Oklahoma, bruh. Upset special. Okay, and now you got the two top teams of the Big 12 between Kansas and Texas, both with one loss, man. What you got to say about it? Go get it.
I mean, if you can guess what I got to say, I mean, Kansas did what I needed them to do. But as far as as far as Oklahoma, it ain't good. They didn't need that. They could,
Right.
you know how? I mean, I guess you know how when motherfuckers got the money, but they can't afford it. These motherfuckers can't afford. They couldn't afford. They didn't need that, man. And they quarterback. I can't remember. I thought we glanced over it, didn't we?
Nah, but Dylan Gabriel, the alleged Heisman hopeful. I mean, I think that thing, you know, I think I got dashed because I remember seeing the numbers. I think he was something like 17 to 30, somewhere around there. He got rattled a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? To wrap it up real quick, y'all, because you know, knowing the first playoff poll came out last night, Oklahoma definitely picked the worst time to take its first loss, especially against a conference opponent. Y'all know how the playoff committee really stresses and emphasizes these conference wins. So, and bad timing for y'all, Kansas. I mean, good timing for y'all, Kansas. Bad time for y'all, Oklahoma. And now maybe that opens the door for Texas again. Okay, as far as locking up that Big 12 down the road. You know what I mean? I think we definitely got one last big one. Okay, Georgia reasserting its dominance over Florida, 43-20. Y'all know I am a Carson Beck fan as far as college quarterbacks this year. He's definitely been one of my favorites. Steadfast as usual, 20-28, 315, 2 TDs, of course, no turnovers. All right. Their back, Dwayne Edwards, showed up 15 for a buck even. All right. 2 TDs. And I love this guy's name as far as Georgia's big play receiver. Ladd McConkey. I love it. I mean, I love saying it, man. And this kid blew up the spot, y'all. I mean, 6 catches for a buck 35 in the TD. Georgia's defense, 4 sacks, generated 2 fumbles, recovered 1. Okay. So, like I said, Georgia reasserting its dominance. Now, I know they slid, you know, supposedly, you know, with the poll coming out last night in regards to Ohio State. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I know for a fact, okay, Georgia has looked skittish at times.
Yeah.
All right. Yet the last couple of weeks, and I definitely feel last week, conference opponent, Florida was dying for a big win. Okay. I think it still hurt to make they lost a week back. Like, I think
Georgia's still ranked number 1 in the playoffs, ain't they?
Nah, number 2.
Technically they split them to 2 just last night. Between them and Ohio State, but that's literally a matter of what, Katie, like 100th of a percentage point or some bullshit. Like, it's, you know what I mean?
Nah, I mean, from when I was watching the playoff rankings last night, it was just like they had Ohio State favored over Georgia by a lot because of basically Ohio State's 2 wins against Notre Dame and Penn State, which I don't understand that because how you gonna give Ohio State a win against Penn State? And Penn State's overrated to me, personally.
Yet still, and I don't disagree with you. Okay, yet Penn State was ranked 7th when they played Ohio State. So they're going to give them that leeway for the simple fact you're talking about beating a top 10 team in conference. Okay. That's going to be part of their criteria. Whether we agree with it or not, we can argue that till the cows come home. You know what I'm saying? And we're probably going to be on the same side of that argument. You know what I mean? But y'all know this is how the committee does business. Okay?
Right.
So Georgia, no matter what the committee says, I still feel Georgia is the best team out of the country between those two. I say if Georgia and Ohio State played right now, Georgia would be
Right.
and possibly similar to this 43-20 win over Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Last but not least, for the roundup, this is the weirdest thing ever. Now, and we watched some of that Colorado UCLA game late Saturday night, and they went down 28-16. I mean, they kind of played the offensive reverse as far as like what Louisville did. Settled for a few field goals early. Then the offense really didn't get going until late. By that time, the game was kind of decided. Here's the weird thing. I find out while Deion and his kids are getting the shit kicked out of them, they literally was getting robbed. Okay, literally. Deion is actually having the kids turn in a list. Okay, but obviously, while they're not being specific, we know a shitload of jewelry was probably taken. All right, but these guys were robbed while losing to UCLA, man. So, talk about kicking somebody when they down. You lose on national TV and you get robbed. KD, Colorado, and UCLA.
I mean, I really
progress. Go get it.
hey, I heard about when they got. Hey, how the fuck are you going? I ain't even watch this game. I'm gonna just comment on what you just said. I'm gonna piggyback off shit. How the fuck do you go to LA? You get robbed and you lose.
I mean, lose is one thing, but I got robbed. It is LA. I mean, still though, that's like the stadium security man was so sleeping on the job. All right, we all know Shakira Sanders alone probably got close to 100 dial worth of jewelry he be sporting. You know what I'm saying? Just him alone. So I just thought it was really messed up, particularly since they had lost the game. So okay, you gotta try to keep it moving. Gotta slide into this college football preview. I marked down 5. It was just weird because I hate odd numbers and usually I wouldn't do that, but screw it. All right, particularly after the first playoff polls out. But first and foremost, Cards, Virginia Tech. Okay, Cards up to 13, and actually schooled me on Virginia Tech. Took a look at they schedule for the wins and losses. All their wins are over bums.
Right.
So and then with a 3-1 conference record, we're tied second. Cards win will give them sole possession of second place in the ACC for right now. Cards, Virginia Tech preview. I need y'all to go get it.
I think personally, if Louisville keeps on playing, well, the offense need to turn it up, of course. You know what I'm saying? Coming into this game. Coming into this game because we already know Virginia Tech's history. They gonna come with some shit. And especially them coming down here playing us first time since we've been in the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
So you already know they're gonna come and bring it. Louisville needs to bring a little bit more offense. Defense, I'm not worried about them because they've been bringing it all year.
Right. You take away at 17-point third quarter against Pittsburgh, and you really can't have
you can't really say that was on the defense.
Well, I mean, you score on the defense.
Yeah.
Offense put us in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically, defense is what you score on. So, 6-9, Cards, Virginia Tech preview. What the Cards got to do to get this done, man? Needs to go get it.
really is just the defense. I mean, Cameron Jones, he's
Hmm.
exceeded his expectations up there in Virginia Tech, and I mean, who who is Virginia Tech? Fuck them. You know, it's just as long
Michael
as our
Vick.
defense shows up. No, I'm not saying who played for them. I'm just saying them as a whole program. I don't think they even been in a bowl since 2019. So
Whoa,
Yeah, they ain't been in a bowl in a minute.
yeah,
fuck
man.
them. So
Like
and
I'm not,
that's your attitude. Just fuck
I
them.
mean, yeah, our defense just got to step up, man. And that quarterback likes to run.
Hmm.
Uh, so we have to do that. Contain, containing.
Yeah, yeah. Gap containment, gap assignments. Yeah, gotta be
Mm-hmm.
your gap discipline on your
Yep,
pass rush.
yep.
Katie, if you don't mind, I'm gonna piggyback on what you said, man. All right, we discussed uh 3 drives in the second half against Duke. You know what I'm saying? Carr settled for a field goal. Definitely want to see, and not just more offense. We gotta get more out the passing game.
Yeah.
Okay, in a 23 nothing loss, 16 attempts for Plummer. I mean, he was precise, 11, 16, good percentage, but a buck 20 in yardage. Definitely like a dink and dunk day. All right,
Nah, it
I'm
wasn't even like the last game. It wasn't even really a dick and duck game. It was just a running game because Jordan was
Exactly.
getting off.
Yeah,
He was getting off
and,
on
and,
him.
and that's smart play calling because why let Plummer fuck it up? You got your running back
Oh no, no, no.
throwing.
I don't doubt Coach Brown was pretty much just taking what the defense was giving him. You know what I'm saying? And we've talked about that off. We've talked about the offensive line and their stellar play up to this point, and he leaned on that. And when you talk about Jordan and Garindo getting things going, yes, okay, with Thrash and other guys, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see some more. I personally want to see some more out the passing game. When you talking about opening up 4 or 5 wide sets, try to stretch the field, go verticality. You know what I'm saying? Virginia Tech's gonna probably come in with an attitude. I think they're probably gonna play. I think they're a little more ball control. I think they like to eat up the clock, really
I
run the
got two
ball.
words.
What's that?
I got 2 words,
What's
and it's
that?
not fuck you. It's trap
Yeah,
game. Trap
that's
game.
Uh
right.
oh.
The, the
This is
spread
definitely a
has
trap.
the spread has moved to 13. So
It was
Oh,
just 9 this morning.
that's what
it's
I'm
at
saying.
13.
That's what I'm looking at right there. 9.5.
So
Damn.
this is
Bull
JD.
stay in trap games.
Yeah, yeah. It's I don't know, man. I, I, I take. I'm gonna take Cards to win by 6.5 or more, but I'm gonna say 6
And hope
because
you
we
can
are some field
catch.
goal shooting ass motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Man.
So
Well, I think that's why Katie and myself are hoping to see a little bit more out the passing game. You know what I'm saying? And
well, I
showcase.
mean, y'all gotta make up your mind because just a couple weeks ago, y'all was telling this happy feet motherfucker, you know, he's iffy, man. Like I learned my lesson with Plummer, man. Plummer's one of them quarterbacks you stay the fuck away from when it comes to seeing his name come across a parlay, man.
Man, he's
Plummer
a
fucks up,
motherfucking
bro.
man, he's a motherfucking roller coaster ride.
Yeah, man.
It's a lack of consistency with him, man, and I don't know if it's I don't know what the deal is with him, man, but I'm hoping this can be the game, can be a get right game for him. Not just his passing numbers.
No, give it
More
to him.
importantly, the cards and that win. All right, look, SEC, especially after this first poll tonight is blowing up.
Mm.
Okay, you got Georgia and Missouri. Missouri's only got 1 loss. That was at LSU a couple weeks back. You also got Bama and LSU. Okay.
Bama and LSU.
Yeah,
Yeah.
8th and 14th. And that's key
Mm-hmm.
when you talk about that SEC West Division,
Mm-hmm.
with Georgia being in the East. So we can kind of do
Yeah.
a combo preview, our SEC one, all right? Georgia, Missouri, Bama, LSU. Need y'all to go get it.
Hey, I'll go get it. Bama, LSU. Bama's trying to still find their foot, even though they number 8 in the country, because they were sitting back and talking about the quarterback that they got, Milroe. They was talking about trying to pull him. Now all of a sudden they coming down balling.
Right. Oh, I mean,
So I'm like, what the fuck did y'all want to do? Because y'all took that motherfucking lump on y'all motherfucking face when they lost Texas.
yeah, but to counter your point, man, slowly and surely, Bama's creeping up. Okay, now all the pieces aren't clicking at the same time. I'm seeing some issues on their D line. I'm seeing at times they having some third down conversion issues. You know what I'm saying? Yet, it's kind of like when we talk about college basketball and NCAA tournament. At some point, what you did in the season kind of don't matter as opposed to those last 10, 12 games. Who's hot coming in? And Bama's getting hot, and they probably doing it at the right time. Missouri LSU, and it's tough because Bama is at home, and the last time I know LSU beat Bama at home, I think it was 2019. So that was a different team. That was Burrow and them, dog. You know what I'm saying? And this team is definitely not that. So I'm expecting Bama to win, yet I think it's going to be closer than some people may think. Georgia, Missouri, for the other end of the SEC double. Who wants to go get a piece? Who wants to get a piece of that action first?
Okay, Georgia, Missouri. Georgia's at home. I'm seeing Missouri. I seen Missouri play against Kentucky a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Missouri might stay back and try to hang with them.
Okay.
I think Georgia gonna probably win by 10.
Mm-hmm.
But Missouri's a lot tougher than what people's looking at them to be going into Georgia.
Right. Shit. And Georgia, Missouri.
I ain't real. I don't really fuck with Georgia or Missouri, so
I mean,
they got too much info on it.
Right.
Just keep it honest.
KD, go ahead.
And I ain't hating on Georgia or nothing, bro. Like they cold, but I just look at Georgia. I always win that shit, man. Them niggas is different.
Right.
You go get it, nigga.
Kind of latch on to what Katie was saying because I watched the UK game too as far as Missouri. You know what I'm saying? And I mean Georgia may be more talented than Missouri. Those kids play hard and they coach well. Okay, and they're gonna come. Okay, they're gonna come. This may come to the turnovers. What happens if Georgia commits a turnover too early? Is Missouri gonna be able to capitalize on short field drives? Are they gonna be able to score a touchdown? Can they score enough points to hang with Georgia? You know what I'm saying? That's my number one concern. All right, I'm definitely feeling where you coming from as far as keeping it tight, and then Georgia having to pull it out late. Particularly at home. I mean, Georgia's on a mission. I mean, these people are determined to do what it takes to get back to the SEC championship game, win that, get a shot at the playoff, and earn a spot for that 3-peat. Kirby Smart has really got these kids locked in. You know what I'm saying? So we talk about Georgia, Missouri, LSU, Bama, 2 super huge key SEC matchups. You know what I'm saying? And we got some Big 12, 7 Texas, 23 Kansas State. Okay. You also got number 9 Oklahoma versus 22 Oklahoma State. So wow, you got an in-state rivalry with 2 ranked Big 12 teams. You got Texas and Kansas State. All right, Big 12. Somebody is really trying to push and vie for not just winning that thing, but for securing one of these playoff spots. You know what I'm saying? Texas, Kansas State. Oklahoma State, either one of y'all, any one of these games, I need y'all to go get it.
I personally think with Oklahoma State, we already know it's Bedlam. Anything can happen in that game.
Man,
because you sit back, you got Oklahoma number 9 coming off of a loss to Kansas. You got Oklahoma State coming off the win. I think it was against Cincinnati. I think it was.
They beat up on Saddlebags.
I think it was. I think it was Cincinnati.
They beat up on Saddlebags.
Drop everything. He just play up off the floor. Everybody get a
But
piece of it.
Oklahoma State coming off of that win.
Mhm.
Oklahoma was coming off a loss. I think Oklahoma State gonna give them another one
Wow. Oklahoma's about to lose back-to-back games.
because it's a lot of things that I seen in that Oklahoma Kansas State game that concern me with Oklahoma.
Do tell.
When Kansas went to like I think it was like a couple bunch formation.
Okay.
And when Kansas started running the ball against Oklahoma's defense,
Okay.
this is the thing. This is the thing. Like Oklahoma State likes to do. They like to run the ball.
So you think there's a chance that they'll kind of steal out of Kansas playbook and run the ball, but yet more out of that bunch formation?
They'll run out the pistol.
Are they gonna run it out the pistol? Okay, all right, that's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? And you want to get any piece in that action for these Big 12 games? Oklahoma State, in-state rivalry, Bedlam. Yeah, you can get it. Or Texas and Kansas State. Yes, no.
Nah, you can have it, bro.
Fuck the Big 12.
I ain't gonna
Hey,
fuck
I'm with
the Big
KD.
12. I'm just sticking on my team, man.
I'm just saying I'm with KD, man. You talking about Oklahoma State first. These in-state rivalry games, or this one will be a bedlam. Anything can happen. We know Oklahoma doesn't want to take a second loss, particularly if Texas that same day does beat Kansas State. Okay, I believe though math-wise, Oklahoma was still on a tie-break situation since they already beat Texas head to head.
Yeah.
Yet and still, man, ain't no telling how this thing can shape out, man. And these two games are going to help. It's just going to be another stepping stone to trying to figure out somebody in that Big 12 conference. Okay, it's going to make noise for their college playoff, okay? All right, y'all. What's everybody been up to real quick before we get into this NFL? How's everybody, you know what I'm saying? How's everybody week been up to this point? What's going on with motherfuckers?
Shit, me just getting that money.
Right. And once again, big shout out to you and Chad and the mega enormous amount of hospitality shown. But as I, you know what I'm saying, was parlaying down there with you guys in the Ville for a few days. So he's got me eating turkey, KD. I had turkey meatloaf and it was fire. Turkey meatloaf.
Right now, fuck the Bucks. Like, I'm sorry, bro. It's early in the season, but man, fuck the Bucks, man. These niggas
Okay, look.
blown the fuck out, man.
Real quick, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all want to hold up on this NFL, or y'all want to fuck with some NBA for a minute, or y'all want to just dive in it?
Punch.
Or y'all want to dive into NFL and then close it out with NBA?
Let's dive into NFL.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean,
I need a couple teams to go to hell. Real.
First and foremost, I got to be a little selfish, okay? So, Bills did handle their business Thursday against Tampa Bay, 24-18. I mean, Josh Allen, 31 of 40, 325, 2 TDs. He still threw a pick, took 2 sacks. He did have a rushing TD. Okay. I love those other receivers. Davis and Shakir stepped up. Shakir, he had 6 catches for 90 yards. Gabe Davis blew up the spot. You know what I'm saying? He had 8 catches for close to 100 yards and a TD. The lack of running game is concerning me still. Y'all know how I am. I have a theory. Whatever team you are by week 6, that's who you are for the season. And the Bills, this was the first game the Bills had won where they had under a 100-yard rusher. Before that, they had been 0-3 in games without a 100-yard rusher. James Cook is not the answer. Simple as that. Now, a lot of people be like, well, Josh Allen threw the ball 40 times. When did they run the ball? Okay, that's a matter of play calling, McDermott. And, you know, if I could, I'd have a little chat with him about that. But got to get this running game going, man. I mean, it's really annoying and slightly depressing. Okay, particularly it's November. These games are gonna start getting closer. The weather's gonna start getting colder, and not having that running game to lean on, man. I hope it don't bite them in the ass, but I hope we can get that going. You know what I'm saying? Bucks, Bills, any one of y'all, go get it.
Man,
You know what? You know what? Katie, you cannot say shit. I bet you're gonna have a whole lot to say when we talk about Denver and Kansas City. I bet you'll have a lot to say then, won't you? I bet you'll have a lot to say about Mahomes hanging out at Charles Heisman Bakery with Jake Plummer and shit and all the turnovers. That cocksucker turned out. I bet you got a lot to say now, don't you? What?
5 turnovers.
Go get it. This is the part of the show we've been dying for. We've been dying all week for this one. Now.
And another thing that I was tending to see on the highlights too.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, he's starting to call to Kelsey more. You want to know the reason why? Because we need the league at drops. Said that
Look, man.
from game 1.
Look, man. Now that's a stat I didn't know, but in hearing it, it doesn't surprise me, and it's just another testament to the offensive woes. Unfortunately, the defending Super Bowl champs have been suffering through this up to this point.
Yep.
And at some point, it was going to bite them in the ass, and what better than Sunday division rival? Okay, teams desperate for a win. Russell Wilson didn't even light it up yardage-wise, percentage-wise. 2-3 touchdowns, and that's the bottom line. And Denver's defense showed up. Like I said, 5 turnovers, 4 by Mahomes. Okay. No, wait. Mahomes had 2 picks, a fumble.
Yeah, he had 3.
No, 3 picks and a fumble, and then I think it was Kadarius.
No, he had 3. No, Mahomes had 3 together.
Yeah, he had 2 picks, a fumble. And
yeah.
I know that Divalicious motherfucker was Darius Toney. I know for sure he had a fumble.
No, actually it was McCall Hardman on the punt return.
That's right, Nico Hardman. I'm like, hey, y'all just got his ass back from the Jets. Like,
and you sorry sack of shit. You sent this motherfucker back and his team sent them back to us. I hate this stuff. Shut up, straight up, bro.
And set y'all up, bro. And set y'all up, Cole.
He knew this shit was happening with them.
He did.
He
needs to come back.
Him back to us, though. Like, really?
This is where he needs to come back, dog. Especially while we talking about the Chiefs, because you know, all jokes aside, offensively, you guys are in trouble. Now, I think some of it could be curtailed, okay, if you can get Pacheco going.
Yeah, we need to run the ball. Ben said that.
Right. Because he's not bad.
No.
He doesn't suck. I like him as a back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some speed. Yeah, he's shown that he can run between the tackles, get some tough yardage, you know what I'm saying? So I think if they can get him going a little bit more, and then that'll allow Mahomes work off play action a little bit more. Teams are starting to roll coverage to Kelce.
Yeah. I already know that.
Yeah, so teams are starting to figure out they can't just leave a linebacker on him. I mean, he'll get 8 downfield all day. So they're finding little ways, okay, to kind of shadow him a little bit more, you know. But Andy Reid's a genius. He just is. But still, it's going to take those players, man, to figure it out, you know what I'm saying, for real. So where's Ant? Because I was going to talk about Jets and Giants. I mean, they eked out a 13-10 win. Somehow they're 4-3. You know, and it just goes to show just how crazy the NFL can be week after week after week after week. Just when you think you know it all, something new, something crazy, you know what I'm saying? And the way Rodgers went down and the season being washed, and hey, Jets are 4-3. That's the winning record. Zach Wilson, of course, not necessarily lighting it up, okay, but more importantly, his 2 touchdowns and 0 turnovers. 0 turnovers, people, all right? That is what is important, okay? We're going to keep this moving a little bit because I have a question to ask. When you talk about one of the early perennial favorites, NFC, San Francisco 49ers, starting off 5-0, you know, and thanks to Burrow and the Bengals, San Fran, they done dropped 3 straight. So the question is San Francisco fake as fuck? KD, I need you to go get it.
I personally think San Francisco ain't fake. I think the league caught up to Brock Purdy.
Oh, really?
He's starting to get back to what everybody thought he was. Mr. Irrelevant.
Okay, well, look, I got Purdy's numbers here. 21-31, 365. I didn't realize he threw for that much yardage in that game. He had a TD, but, of course, he threw 2 picks. Okay. So in that regards, turnovers was definitely the difference. I mean, it's similar to people say, oh, Kansas City, and they look for Kelsey too much. Well, Kittle at tight end had a big day, 9 catches, $150. Okay, Brandon Ayuk had 5 catches for 100 yards. McCaffrey had a rushing and a receiving touchdown, keeping his consecutive touchdown streak alive. You know what? I think Christian McCaffrey should just sleep in the end zone during the season.
Uh-oh.
This man, listen. 16 consecutive games dating back to last year with at least 1 touchdown, and he had 2 Sunday, a rushing and a receiving. So you still have 365 in Purdy's numbers. Okay, that's a pretty good day yardage wise. The 2 interceptions more than likely is what did him in. Burrow is definitely on the get right, feeling healthier. This percentage is sick. 28 of 32 people. It's only 4 passes. He didn't complete the whole day, all right? 285 yards, 3 touchdowns. Joe Mixon got some work done on the ground, 87 yards via 18 rushes. Jamar Chase is back, and I love it as a receiver. 10 catches, 100 yards. He had a touchdown, okay? So you're saying San Fran is not fake as fuck, just the rest of the league's catching up to him?
Yeah.
Okay. I beg to differ because I don't feel any Super Bowl contending team losing 3 games in a row. I don't care. Losing 3 games in a row is never good, and particularly if you're a perennial Super Bowl contender. All right. So I think it's more than just Brock Purdy. I think some injuries have bit them in the ass a little bit. And it's getting to that part of the season, man, to where everybody's gonna be a little nicked up. Guys are just gonna have to play through it. I don't know. I feel the cure for a lot of offenses is run the ball. That's just me.
Right.
That's just me. Run the ball, man. I know everybody wants to chuck it, but I know Kyle Shanahan's offense and with that West Coast system, they're predicated off a strong running game. I think San Fran's line is what really needs to tighten up, okay, to maybe get that offense back going to what it was. All right, you know what I'm saying? But on the flip side, man, you gotta give credit to the Bengals. Like I said, Burrow's getting healthier. It's obviously that calf is feeling better. And like I said, percentage-wise, 28 of 32. That's sick. Finding his favorite weapon, Jamar Chase, the last couple of weeks. last couple of weeks, man, him and Jamar Chase have been getting back on the same page, which I'm feeling is going to open things up for Higgins and Tyler Boyd in the next game or two. Okay, like we said the last couple of years, a lot of the top teams they got two good receivers.
Yeah.
No one has a trio. Nobody has a trio in the league when you talk about Jamar Chase, Boyd, and Higgins. So Bengals defense needs to. They showed up. You talking about holding San Fran to 31 and forcing 30 into 2 picks. You know what I'm saying? Defense showed up, and we'll see if that defense trajectory can keep going upward. All right, because they're definitely going to need that down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Okay, going in. Wait, is there one more game that we wanted to talk about? I want to make sure before we go into the preview. Nope, that was it. All right. Let's start with Kansas City and Miami at the crack of dawn at 9 in the morning on a Sunday. Thank you, NFL. Thank you, NFL, and scheduling games over in Frankfurt, fucking Germany.
Stinking bastard.
Look, NFL wants the Super Bowl out of the U.S. soon, yo.
Yeah, we already know that.
Yeah, that's their goal, man. So, all right,
Yeah,
hey,
because
so,
they want the game to go close.
Okay, so check this out. You got to play at 9:30 in the morning, our time. Frankfurt, Germany, coming off a division loss, and you get to deal with the yearly awkward moment of dealing with Tyreek Hill.
Oh, God.
Kansas City, Miami, preview prediction. I need you to go get it.
There's a couple things that we gotta. I'm kind of worried about our defense in this
Do tell.
because I don't think they know the speed of Tyreek Hill. Then you might have seen it. Couple of them, you might have seen it in practice. You playing against his ass now.
It's a whole nother beast, ain't it? It's a whole nother beast. The cheetah's gonna run loose. Is the cheetah loose?
Hey, he might. Hey, he might get. Hey, I just hope and pray to God that he don't go the hell off on us for real.
Hey, and when you're talking about worrying about the receiving core, Jalen Waddle has been back. I think this is gonna be his second, third game back.
I think so.
So more for your secondary to worry about. Yay! I gotta concur. Your offense is in trouble. I think this can be a game where your defense can keep you in it. You think about this 4 or 5 year run you guys have been on. This is definitely hands down the best defense y'all have had.
Oh yeah.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing, particularly when you're having offensive issues. Okay.
Right.
So not just the 3 and outs, maybe something like a turnover, or a strip sack, a pick, block field goal, whatever the case may be. Your defense can generate a play or two. Maybe give Mahomes a short field to work with, drive y'all for a touchdown, things like that. Flip side of this coin, like you said, the cheetah and that speed, Jalen Waddle's back. You still got Mostert as a solid weapon in the backfield. Here's my thing: the 2 times Miami has played teams with winning records this year. Okay, Buffalo and Philly, they've lost. Miami's starting to be the Dallas Cowboys of the AFC. They beat up on the bums and then can't beat teams they need to beat. So here we go, a third team with a winning record. And if I gotta have a prediction, I just can't see you guys losing 2 in a row. I just can't. May not necessarily be a shootout, maybe something like 24-20, something like that. But I see y'all finding a way of pulling this out. All right, you know what I'm saying? I got a sleeper game, bro.
What's up?
Ravens Seahawks.
Interesting.
I mean, interconference. I know, but Geno Smith, comeback player of the year last year. He gets a nice fucking fat ass deal. Lamar is hot. Lamar's hot. Baltimore's hot. Okay. And I love the fact, It's two black quarterbacks going at it. You know what I'm saying? How can I not be happy and excited about that? You know what I mean? So with that, Ravens, Seahawks, I need you to go get it.
Man, this is what it is. This is what it is games. It kind of intrigues me because it's like, okay, you got, like you said, you got the two black quarterback element, but
Right.
you got to think about the dynamics of the coaches. You got Big Carroll, John Harbaugh,
Mm-hmm.
two with the same type of coaches because I think, yeah, they both won a Super Bowl.
Right.
So they gonna run the same style.
Yeah.
Like that gritty, tough, I'ma go get you type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Just grind out in your face, no
Yeah.
around football. So this is not gonna be a pretty game. You know.
It could get ugly, but it could get pretty too because they can open it up too because with Seattle, yeah, I think about their receiver core, bro. It's like, hey, it's crazy what they get though.
Lockett still producing.
Metcalf, we already know he's incredible Hulk.
Yeah, they got a duo. They do.
No, and not to mention you got the rookie from Ohio State, Smith and Jigba. You got to watch his ass.
He has been coming on, and Geno Smith has been playing solid. I'm not. I got questions about Seattle's running game compared to Baltimore's running game. Off top, okay? And that's fair. And granted, when you compare running games, Baltimore doesn't have an X factor named Lamar Jackson. You talk about those design runs, on those RPOs. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see how that one turns out. But I felt I needed to get a sleeper game in. All right. Now we got to deal with the bullshit. Shout out to my man Ding Jones. He flying high for Philly Nation. Okay. Baby. It's going down.
Right.
Philly, Dallas, man.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Philly, Dallas.
Philly, Dallas. You know what? I'm gonna go get this first. We here at Out of Bounds Live do everything we can to not give the Dallas Cowboys any credit whatsoever.
Thank you.
I mean, we just do. I mean, it's fuck Dallas all day over. So if Dallas is a team and their fans want to get excited about Dak Prescott shredding the Rams defense through the earth, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, okay, I definitely feel that was a red herring game for Dak Prescott. Especially when you got somebody like Darius Slade leading that secondary. All right, I do not expect Dak Prescott to have that huge of a day. Dallas does not run the ball, and Pollard is a 1,000-yard guy from last year on a $10 million franchise tag, and they won't give him the ball. Just get the ball to Lamb. Just get the ball to Lamb. Just get the ball to Lamb. And I like CeeDee Lamb as a receiver. I mean, how can I not? I mean, we're talking about another cold receiver from Alabama.
Right.
And the way those guys are just dominating the league. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing against CeeDee Lamb. I'm saying X and O's wise, a little balance. Okay. If you really don't trust Dak Prescott in games like this, okay, seems part of the game plan is to be able to run the ball more and have a little balanced attack offensively. You know what I'm saying? KD, I gotta flip this coin though, man. Because we know Philly can run the ball.
Yeah.
Now, they haven't been doing as many design runs with Jalen Hurts, injury concerns or what have you,
Yeah.
But I feel if there's ever a game, you know what I'm saying, where that's gonna be part of the game plan as far as Philly's run game as a whole. I expect a couple of RPO design runs for Jalen Hurts. Even if this is just in a goal line situation, he's big enough to handle that. All right. And DeAndre Swift is just Philly's line is just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Swift, he been getting them.
Yeah, man. And Philly's line's been playing really good. And we all know how division games are, man.
Right.
They are usually some of the toughest and roughest games throughout the season. Yeah, then today, man. Plus, who in that secondary can really handle AJ Brown?
Right.
I mean, what's this guy's got like 4? It's like an NFL record. What is it, like 4 straight weeks of a $125 or more receiving?
It's actually 6 of 125.
This is ridiculous.
He's trying to get 7 in a row.
And who has the record for 7? Who had the 7 in a row? It's got to be Jerry Rice. It's got to be.
I think they said that.
I mean, it just seems common sense to me that any receiving record like that, it was right. Jerry Rice is always gonna be my first guess through this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Dang it, Ant is still not back because I want to discuss Jets Chargers.
Right.
Well, I'm still gonna discuss Jets Chargers. Fuck that. Shout out to my man Ant. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Chargers, just too up and down. They just been too up and down. Austin Eckler's been back for a couple of weeks. He's getting some stuff and done in the receiving game. He's not back to Austin Eckler as far as the ground game. You know? And at some point, asking Herbert to throw it 35, 40 times a game is going to have to bite you in the ass at some point. And with that Jets defense, okay, and you know what I've said since Aaron went down, that defense, as long as they can keep it close, the Jets are going to always be in the game in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? You hope Zach Wilson repeats what he does last week, at least in not turning the ball over. All right.
Right.
I feel the Jets can find a way to get this one done and go to 5-3. That's what I say. You know what I'm saying? Last, and even though that's the Monday night game, still last but not least, Sunday night. Bills Bengals. Here we go.
Your boys.
Here we go.
Andy. Rematch.
Quick side note: Damar Hamlin is cleared for action. Okay, for that Sunday night game.
That's what's up.
All knowing what happened to him last year as far as a Sunday night game. That was Bills Bengals.
No, that was actually Monday night.
Monday night, yeah, it was a Monday night. It sure was, yeah. But plus, I think Bengals are at home. I think the Bengals are at home.
Yeah.
And on the, I'm looking for. I'm still feeling the Bills need a good road win. Okay, and Cincinnati's what 3 straight now.
Yeah.
So they're trying to eat up at the right time, and especially saying keeping in mind whatever Miami does earlier in the day, in the Kansas City game, and trying to keep pace with Miami as far as the division lead. Bills know they need this game. Bad. And Cincinnati know they need this game because they're trying to keep pace with Baltimore in their division. And then we talk about how this game can influence conference seedings down the road. This is a huge game for both teams. You got 2 high-powered offenses because Burrow is healthy. We know when Josh Allen is not turning the ball over, what he can get done. And not just with Diggs, like I said, pointing out Thursday night between Shakir and Gabe Davis, as far as secondary receiver stepping up.
Oh, yeah.
I think at the end of the day, this may come to defense. And not just in regards to third downs and stops, generating turnovers, creating short field for one of these teams. Kind of jump on your opposing defense early. It's ugly working on a short field when you're the defense. and I don't think neither team wants to deal with a short field via turnover. Against these high-powered offenses.
Hell no.
I think this could be the shootout. Cincinnati's defense played good last week against San Fran. Can't dismiss that. So
no, I wasn't saying that. Like I wasn't saying like Cincinnati's defense. I knew Cincinnati's
No, you
defense played.
didn't say that. No, I was
Yeah,
speaking to just them.
yeah.
Because we talk about San Fran and holding San Fran to 17 points, and especially with Purdy's 365. I mean, most guys when you throw 365, you win that game. Okay. I have to point out again, Cincinnati's defense generating 2 interceptions off Purdy, so they're going to want to build off that. They're going to want to be up for this challenge as far as slowing down Buffalo's offense. I think this is going to come down to turnovers and whoever can run the ball the best. Okay, can you fill her up later? But whoever can generate some turnovers, okay, whoever can run the ball the best.
Right.
I think that's who's going to win this game, and it better be the Bills, man. Bills Mafia, man. We need it, man. For real. What's been good with you, Katie?
Man, I got a score update. I'm sitting there watching OKC in New Orleans. OKC's up 49-31, going under 3 minutes left going into halftime.
That's what's up, man. NBA's back. I'm glad it's back. A lot of people are glad it's back. And it's early on. It's been several good games. My Lakers are kind of
Up and down.
Yeah, because I'm not happy with some of the moves all season. I've never been sold on Cam Reddish in any capacity. I don't care what uniform you put on. I don't care.
Right.
You get Gabe Vincent. Okay, this guy showed the whole world how on the biggest stage in the NBA Finals he can't knock a shot down to save his life. Let's give that guy a 3-year, $35 million contract. Jared Vanderbilt gets 7 points and 7 boards a game last year. He gets a $48 million 4-year extension, at $12 a year. Okay. You guys, the Bucks, nice 2-1 start. You know what I'm saying? I think the East is gonna have a surprise or two between Indiana and Orlando. I know it's early. And that's the fun part about the season. But
I'll put it like this.
mm-hmm.
I've been sitting back and I'm looking at like the roster, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention the Magic added my boy, Joe Ingles from Milwaukee.
Right. But yeah, I think in the East, man, when you talking about like a team that can surprise some people, Orlando and Indiana are already catching my eye. We're gonna see where they at by Christmas Day games, because that's kind of like the first measuring stick of the NBA season. You know what I'm saying? You got Golden State, man. Look, if Klay Thompson can get back to being Klay Thompson,
I don't think he ever will.
You think it's over for him?
Okay.
We talking about him being Klay, like.
I got a perfect comparison what Klay is going through right now.
Okay.
Remember back in 1994.
Okay.
Orlando, I think it was 94 or 95. It was 95. Orlando, Houston.
When they got swept by the Dream, Hakeem Olajuwon and Drexler and them.
Yep.
One of the.
And remember this name, Nick Anderson.
Oh wow, they got blew it. To blow those free throws, I know exactly what you're talking about. Nick Anderson sounds like he's like over 90% for the free throw line.
Yeah.
Now you want to miss 2 free throws. What was that, game 3? No, it was 4.
No, it was game 1.
No, that was right. It was game 1. They had a chance to steal game 1. And blew it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
and
it ain't necessarily.
Nick Anderson's career was never the same after that. That's what I'm looking at as far as Klay Thompson. When he sat back and went, his is a different deal, but it's kind of the same instance in that situation where Klay Thompson's career was never the same.
Do you think he just doesn't have confidence in his shot no more? Or
He might just be.
confidence in his foot, maybe.
He can't if he's sitting up here shooting like that.
I mean, medically,
He's been like that, and he's been like that ever since he came off the injury.
right. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, it makes me wonder: is it the injury? Is it psychological? Possibly a little bit of both. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you think anybody's gonna? You got a team or two that might surprise in the West? You know, if you want to throw something out there real quick.
Oh, team in the West that's going to surprise.
I mean, everyone's talking OKC. OKC and Sacramento are kind of like the two.
I mean, I'm wiping them out.
Okay.
I got a sucker for everybody, and
Ooh.
this depends on if this man stays healthy.
Who that is?
The New Orleans Pelicans. If Zion Williams just stays healthy,
Mm-hmm.
they gonna be a problem.
Okay. I can't help but agree with you because it's no doubt the kid's a talent towards on the court. I mean, there's no denying that. It's just diet. Okay. Yet, I mean, they had the graphic up Monday on Get Up as far as all the games he's missed total in his career. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah. You're talking about what? That $190-something million extension they gave him. He's what? This is year 2, year 3 yet?
I think it's this year's year 3. Start now. This year 3.
This is year 3.
Yeah.
But I feel what you're saying, particularly because I know New Orleans and Memphis are actually in the same division. Okay. Mm-hmm. So when you're talking about the first 25 games, Ja having to sit out. Okay. That is definitely a way New Orleans can kind of gain ground on Memphis in that division for sure.
I didn't even really say Memphis because I already know Memphis is going to keep they can keep the ship steady without Ja being in the lineup because they a good enough team to do that.
Right. Yeah. When you talk about, a 25 game stretch without your top guy, and particularly that first 25 games. Okay.
Okay.
We're talking going into,
let me see something.
We're talking going into the Christmas Day games, pretty much, right?
I gotta pull this up real quick. So, Memphis, because I'm trying to find Memphis. I'm trying to see where I'm trying to see like where the schedule's at, like who they playing.
Right. Well, piggyback on what you're talking about as far as New Orleans, and I mean that I am definitely in agreement with that based on Zion Williams' health. You know, McCollum and Brandon Ingram, they are a twosome that's gonna get it done. Both those guys, their defenses, I think, has gotten better over the last year or two, as well. And you know they're gonna get buckets. Period. You know, my thing about New Orleans is their depth. I think that's my question about a lot of teams. It always is.
We get busted 81-60 by Toronto in the third quarter. What the fuck?
Y'all getting busted again?
21. But they playing in Toronto though.
I don't care. They are playing in Toronto. Y'all getting busted. Not
let me see.
Busted. I might have to flip that.
I'm pulling up these stats now. Where we at? Okay.
So what, you looking for the Memphis' schedule and trying to find the game John's gonna come back?
No, I'm looking at the stats of this Bucks Toronto game right now. It's 5-11 in the third. Got Giannis got 7. Middleton got 11, but he's shooting for a 10.
Yep.
Lopez, he only got 6 points, but he won the 6 from the field.
3 of those are probably threes.
No, he's 0 for 3 from 3.
That's what I'm saying. I figured 3 of his 6 shot attempts were from 3, like I said.
Yeah. And then you got Dame Dollar, 2 of 6 from the field. 0 of 2 from 3. 6 or 7 from the line, but he got 10 points. And guess who's our lead scorer?
Connaughton.
Uh-uh.
Bobby Portis.
Mm-mm.
Who's left?
Malik Beasley.
These are
14 points. 5 of 8. 4 7 for 3, bro.
I mean, it's good. He's having a nice night. Just too bad
You was
having a not good night.
you was asking me about Portis. Portis 1 of 4, 0 of 1, 5 points.
Wow. You guys.
But Jay Crowder chipped in with 2 of 4, 2 of 3 for the 3. He got stick.
You guys are getting busted. Y'all ain't playing good. See,
Yeah.
folks, this is the type of thing. This is the type of thing we talking about, man. As far as with the NBA getting cracking off, as far as this first week and everything, it's gonna be a long season. We're gonna have a lot to discuss. Okay, point blank. But it is a lot.
Okay. I'm going to go to New Orleans right now. Look up their schedule for next. Look out here. Let me go into it. There we go. Okay.
What I'm saying is, y'all. Okay, for people checking us out, you NBA fans. Okay, a lot of storylines. We talk about teams and players. All right, Phoenix is supposed to be one of the favorites in the West. Yet Book's still out, and Brandon Beal still hasn't been cleared to play. You know, how long is it gonna be before all 3 of those guys get on the court, and then how long is it gonna take for them to gel as well? You know, especially with Brandon Beal being a new piece. All right, you know what I'm saying? What do you think about Chris Paul coming off the bench for Golden State, bro? It's steady in that second unit.
I mean, if that's what Golden State won't do, that's cool. But personally, with me, I would have ran Chris Paul in the starting lineup. That's just personal to me.
I think they're gonna. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a matter of the teams they playing in matchups or situations. You know what I'm saying? I like his attitude. I like his attitude. You talk about a guy like him, and literally the first time he's come off the bench entire NBA career. I don't think Chris Paul has come off the bench since like preschool.
But here's the whole thing about it. Chris Paul already know he damn near 40. He done played a long time in the league, bro. He got man, you coming to Golden State, you know everybody gonna say he ain't taking Steph's spot.
Yep.
He ain't taking Clay's spot. Cause they ain't trying to break that shit up. You know what I'm saying? They just want him to come in and work off of it.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, even if you start him, you got an even smaller backcourt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel against teams like Phoenix, Denver, of course, maybe the Lakers, depending on how they're playing or whatever. You know, size is going to catch up with Golden. The lack of size eventually is going to catch up with them. And that's just how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, hell of a show. I hate we couldn't get 6ix9ine back.
Right.
Him and the fucking kids. You already know what it is.
Right.
Daddy daycare in effect. You know what I'm saying? You got any parting shots, man, before we sign off on this Gits?
Man, I got one to roll out with you on this. And it's a question because I seen this on First Take this morning.
Okay.
Which is the scarier proposition?
Okay.
Getting crossed over or getting dunked on?
It's not even close, man. Getting dunked on. Fuck that.
Hey, that's what I said too.
Okay.
Because
go ahead.
Because the reason why I put that part shot down there, because it's a good question to ask, you know what I'm saying? Because you'll have different opinions out on the street.
Right.
A lot of people say getting crossed over.
And I'm cool with that.
But a person like me, as me dunking on motherfuckers my damn self, it's getting dunked on.
Okay, so here's my thing. For one, I think a majority of the people who would pick getting crossed over as a raw deal to get dunked on. I think off top a lot of them are the 30 and under NBA 2K crowd. Off top. Everybody
Right,
wants to be an ankle bully,
right.
cracking bone, and Undertaker, and whatever other crossover metaphors they want to use. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You know what I'm saying? I stay on the pulse of what's hot. I'm an old school guy.
Right,
Okay, you can recover from getting crossed. Okay?
right.
There's a certain level of just manhood that's taken from a motherfucker when they get dunked on. Like when you get dunked
That's
on, that's the type of shit where your bitch is gonna make you sleep on the couch at night and all kinds of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She gonna block you on the gram. How the fuck you gonna embarrass me getting dunked on? You lying. You can
yeah,
recover from a crossover. That same bra be like, West Side, baby. He's super fast. You you really couldn't guard him like that. Cool. But when you get dunked on,
yeah.
that's when you get crossed over at worst. Your chick might not fix dinner. You might have to eat some ramen noodles.
Right.
You get dunked on, your ass is on the couch that night. You will be beating your meat. You will be on Pornhub at night for sure. I guarantee it. I've seen it. Okay. You get dunked on, that's a chunk of your basketball manhood took, man. I would
He
definitely
gotta.
recover.
If you get dunked on, you might as well go out here and get the sock and the lotion and get
Yeah,
Pornhub going.
Pornhub. Cause okay, if I'm guarding some crazy ball handle ass motherfucker and he
Right.
ankle break me, I mean it sucks. Yeah, I can deal with that. I'm probably guarding out of my position. Motherfucker, I get dunked on. No, see, you take your ball home and everything. No, but you are definitely gonna be on the couch. Like if your chick see you get dunked on, you are not getting none that night, dude. Ain't no manhood. So to answer the question, y'all out of bounds lifestyle, we would definitely rather get ankle bullied than get dunked on. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. So food for thought, motherfuckers. KD, let them know what you're standing on and who you beat.
Man, this is your boy, the real KD, sitting on two stacks at 4 flats. How we keep it always real in the building.
Of course, and of course, your man, Chris, aka Apocalypse, your friendly neighborhood harbinger of death. Hashtag HNIC. Oh yeah, shout out to what was his name again? Mr. Smoking on that Mexican brand. John Adams in the Cardinals fan group. Trying to flex his mental muscles against yours truly. Good luck. Good luck with that, bro. For real. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane and stay on your tractor, all right, buddy? You know what I'm saying? Let the big boys do what we do, all right? For it's out of bounds live. Shout out to my point guard 6'9", aka Daddy Daker.
6'9".
AKA Daddy Daker. That's gonna be his new one, bro.
Right.
Daddy Daker. That's gonna be the new one, man. So, all right, yo. In the meantime, between time, man, we are the squad, the fans y'all love to hate. Out of bounds live. Check us out. We will be posting this in the link to the YouTube channel at our earliest motherfucking convenience. All right, y'all. We out. One.
Out of here.
All right, y'all.